What's up, man? Are you moving somewhere? What are you doing with all these boxes?
I wish. I'm just preparing for football Friday night. You know, Jeremy, we've got games all over the state of Georgia tomorrow night, so I want to make sure that I'm ready and loaded for all we got tomorrow night.
Okay, man, well, let's hit the road. We got a lot of work to do.
Here, catch.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Week 6 of the Thursday Football Preview here at Ratner Memorial Stadium. I'm Jeremy Babin, joined here, as always, by my partner, Jeremy Rao.
Thanks, Jeremy. You know, it's hard to believe we've already reached the middle miles of this season.
You know, it's funny, the intensity is at an all-time high right now, especially at Dalton High School. Last week, they came off an impressive 36-14 win against Woodland.
Yeah, but you know what? They're really going to face a tough road challenge when they travel all the way to Canton tomorrow night to face a tough Sequoia team that presents a different challenge than they've seen all season.
Sequoia is by far the best football team we have played, and they're very well coached, very disciplined. They're never out of position on defense, and very, very physical. And offensively, we're going to have to execute better. Again, they're not going to be out of position, so we're going to have to line up and play very, very well.
And while Dalton's playing all the way down in Canton, it's going to be nice for Northwest to come home, get some good home cooking, because they play the last 4 of the last 5 games on the road.
And Jeremy, you know, this is the first of 3 straight home games for the Bruins as they welcome in Cass tomorrow night.
It's always a whole lot more fun to play at your home stadium. It's a lot more, you know your routine, you're here, you're not rushed. We've always had great crowds. I expect a great crowd this weekend. So it's something that I know coaches are looking forward to, and I would think our kids are really excited about. It's been 2 weeks since we've been here and only once in the first 5 weeks. So I think our kids will really be excited to play.
Now, you know, the players at Ringgold High School are also excited after getting their first win of the season last week against Central Carroll.
Now, this week, the Tigers hit the road to go to Southeast Whitfield, and Ringgold's Week 6 focus will be on getting back to the basics in order to pick up win number 2.
We're just trying to do fundamental things primarily. We're trying to get better at blocking and tackling, which I think is what you do. We're 1-3 right now, so we're just trying to work on ourselves as much as anything, trying to get better with the blocks and the tackles, and then, you know, with them, we know that they're going to be tough, and we know that they're a very good football team.
Now, you know, this is an interesting matchup because, like Ringgold, Southeast has only 1 win on the season as well. But right now, standings aren't what's on the mind of the Raiders this week.
We don't talk about the record. That's not a focus of ours this year. Our focus is simply to get better every week and to play our best towards the end of the season. And, hey, this is a tough little stretch we're in right now. Henderson County, we knew they were going to be a good football team. Ringgold's a good football team. Ridgeland's got a good football team. So it's not going to stop anytime soon. But we can't control what other people have or what other people don't have. All we can control is our effort and getting better every week.
And things are also looking good for Ridgeland, who snapped that 2-game losing streak last week after they went down and beat Cedartown.
Now, tomorrow they're home to LFO, and both coaches know what to focus on when these 2 rivals take the field tomorrow night.
We've just focused on ourselves and taking care of our business. You know, we're not anywhere where we need to be, and so we're correcting ourselves. But you know, in the same sense, trying to get ready for Lakeview. You know, trying to play disciplined defense so we don't give up any big plays, and offensively, you know, keep the ball away from their offense.
Ridgeland Coach Marioc has done a great job there. Very talented team, a lot of athletes on both sides of the football. It's going to be a big challenge for us, but you know, our guys play with a lot of intensity and emotion, and we played earlier in the year first region game against Lafayette and lost by a field goal, but the guys played really hard, and I expect they'll come out ready to play again this week.
Now, another team who will certainly come out ready to play tomorrow night is Gordon Central, who's coming off their first loss of the season to the number 4th-ranked Pepperell Dragons last week.
Yeah, and tomorrow night they'll face Calhoun here at home, another team capable of doing big things.
They're a very good program, and obviously they deserve a lot of credit because of who they are and what they do. But, you know, we're going to have to be ready to pick up a lot of blitzes. We're going to have to be ready to defend the pass, and we may have to defend a few other things. You know, it's going to be a good game. It's a big rivalry game. It's something that we haven't played them in a long time for a regular season game, so it'll be good to get it started and see how it goes.
Now, on the flip side of that, Calhoun's coming off that huge 51-12 win over Coosa, which really impressed Yellow Jackets head coach Hal Lamb.
I think we made great strides last week in all phases of the game, and we just need to continue to get better in those phases, especially offensively. I thought we finally clicked offensively last week, and defensively we've been playing well all year. So, you know, the kicking game's been good to us, so we kind of feel like we're getting better every week, and hopefully we'll continue to get better.
Well, another team that seems to just keep getting better is Sonoraville, who still finds themselves undefeated. But if you thought that Phoenix head coach Chuck King would be concerned of his team getting out of rhythm after not playing last week, well, think again.
This one definitely came at the right time, and had a chance to get a few guys healed up from some nicks and bumps and bruises, and you know, felt like we had 2 weeks to work on a 5-game region schedule, and you know, we're working on Chattooga, and that's who we got this coming week, and we got to go play some physical football and you know, try to get our running game going, trying to get our offense moving.
Now, another team who really needs to work on their offense this week is Heritage, who's coming off that 58-0 loss to Carrollton last week. But so far in practice, the Generals are working on one main thing to improve their team this week.
Fundamentals. We're so young. We're not where we need to be fundamentally as far as blocking and tackling is concerned. I guess you can see behind us right here, we've got a little Oklahoma drill. You don't see that a lot in mid-season out of most teams, but we're so young, we just feel as a coaching staff that we've got to kind of back up, square one, and concentrate on the fundamentals.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's Thursday football preview.
Be sure to tune back in tomorrow night at 11 o'clock for highlights of all of these games, as well as scores from many others throughout Northwest Georgia, such as Rome at Woodland and Tryon at Gordon Lee. Now let's send it back to Rachel and Calvin at the news desk.
Those guys have it made out there. They get all the cushy assignments traveling around all the different schools. I know. The other guy that has a lot of fun is Cedric Haynes in the Weather Center, because the weather hadn't been changing much. It's been kind of nice the last few days. You might as well be living in Arizona, right, Cedric?